Come with me, if you will, on a journey unlike any other. We are leaving the busy streets behind. We are rising slowly, gently, into the vast blue sky above Córdoba, Argentina. Imagine a soft, warm breeze lifting us higher and higher, like a leaf carried on the wind. Below us, the sounds of the city begin to fade. The honking cars and bustling crowds melt away into a gentle hum. A quiet melody begins to play, a soothing tune that matches the rhythm of our slow ascent. We are floating now, suspended in a world of peace and calm, with the entire city laid out before us like a beautiful, intricate map waiting to be explored. As we climb, the world transforms. Individual buildings merge into a wonderful mosaic of color and shape. The sharp lines of streets soften into gentle curves, weaving through neighborhoods of terracotta roofs and leafy green squares. Look there. You can see the sunlight catching the tops of the tallest structures, making them glimmer like jewels. This is Córdoba from a perspective few get to witness. It is a place of history, a place of nature, and a place of vibrant life, all existing in perfect harmony. Our journey today is not about speed or excitement. It is about quiet observation, about seeing the soul of this remarkable city from a place of complete tranquility. From this vantage point, we can appreciate the city's magnificent setting. It rests comfortably in a valley, cradled by the gentle slopes of the Chicas mountains in the distance. These ancient rolling hills form a stunning backdrop, their hazy blue peaks promising adventure and natural wonder just beyond the city's edge. The air up here is clean and clear, allowing us to see for miles in every direction. We are not just observers. We are guests in the sky, invited to witness the daily life of Córdoba unfold in its own time. Let the gentle music guide our thoughts as we begin to drift slowly, peacefully across this incredible urban landscape. Our flight is a slow, meditative dance with the air currents. There is no rush, no destination we must hurry to reach. Our purpose is simply to be present, to watch, and to feel the serene energy of this place. The sun warms our faces as we float effortlessly above it all. Below, nearly 1.5 million people go about their day, each a tiny part of the city's grand story. From up here, we can see the patterns they create, the flow of traffic, the gathering of friends in a park, the steady rhythm of a city breathing. Let us relax, take a deep breath, and allow the beauty of Córdoba to fill our senses. Our gentle exploration has just begun. Our gentle journey now takes us towards the very core of Córdoba, its historical and spiritual heart. We are drifting over the Manzana Jesuitica, the Jesuit block. This remarkable area is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a testament to a rich and complex past. From our calm perch in the sky, the collection of buildings looks like a beautifully preserved treasure. The deep red tones of the old brick and stone stand out against the more modern city surrounding it. We can see the elegant courtyards and the strong, simple lines of the architecture. It is a place where history is not just remembered. It is alive, breathing in the very center of the city. Look closely at the layout below. You can trace the outlines of the original Jesuit settlement, founded in the 17th century. We can see the church, the university, and the college, all clustered together. These were not just buildings. They were centers of knowledge, faith, and culture for the entire region. The Jesuits who built this place were pioneers in education and science in South America. From up here, we can appreciate the grand vision they had, creating a center of learning that would endure for centuries. The quiet courtyards, hidden from street view, appear as peaceful green rectangles, offering a glimpse of the contemplative life that once filled these halls. The most prominent structure is the Compañía de Jesús church. Its simple, powerful facade faces the sky. Even from this height, we can sense its immense presence. Its design is a unique blend of European Baroque style and the materials and craftsmanship of the local people. Notice the impressive dome, a masterpiece of its time, which looks like a silent guardian watching over the block. For over 400 years, this place has been a focal point for the community. Imagine the countless generations that have passed through its doors, their hopes and stories echoing within its thick, ancient walls. It is a silent storyteller, and we are privileged to see its full form from above. As we float past, the gentle music seems to carry the whispers of history on the breeze. The Jesuit block is more than just a collection of old buildings. It is the birthplace of the city's intellectual spirit. The National University of Córdoba, one of the oldest in the Americas, began right here. This legacy of education and curiosity is woven into the fabric of the city's identity. From our peaceful viewpoint, we can see how the past and present are connected. The historic block is not a museum piece, but a living part of a dynamic city, a foundation upon which the modern Córdoba was built. We leave it now, carrying with us a sense of its profound and lasting importance. Our gentle aerial voyage now carries us towards a vast expanse of green. This is Sarmiento Park, the city's magnificent lung. As we approach, the dense grid of streets and buildings gives way to a flowing landscape of trees, lawns, and sparkling water. It is a stunning contrast, a beautiful living tapestry woven into the urban fabric. From our position in the sky, the park looks like an enormous, peaceful oasis. We can see winding pathways, groves of trees casting long, soft shadows, and wide open spaces where the city comes to breathe, relax, and play. The air itself seems fresher here, filled with the scent of eucalyptus and pine rising to meet us. Let your eyes wander across the park's beautiful design. It was planned by the famous landscape architect Carlos Teix, who also designed many of Buenos Aires' most beautiful parks. We can see his signature style in the graceful curves of the pathways and the thoughtful arrangement of different tree species. There, in the center, is a lovely artificial lake, its surface shimmering in the sunlight like a polished mirror. Tiny boats drift lazily across the water, small specks of color on a canvas of blue. The park is a masterpiece of design, created to offer an escape into nature without ever having to leave the city. Below us, we can observe the gentle rhythm of daily life. We see families enjoying picnics on checkered blankets, their laughter too faint to hear but easy to imagine. We see joggers following the tree-lined paths, their movements steady and calm. Along the lake's edge, couples stroll hand in hand, pausing to watch the ducks glide by. The park is a shared space, a communal backyard for everyone in Córdoba. It is a place for quiet reflection, for joyful celebration, and for simply connecting with the natural world. From our serene viewpoint, we can appreciate how vital this green heart is to the well-being of the entire city. As we continue our slow drift, we pass over the park's other treasures. We can spot the elegant building of the Carafa Fine Arts Museum and the grand structure of the Ferreira Palace, now an art museum as well. We also see the now closed zoo, a place of memories for many generations of Cordobeses. The park is more than just trees and grass. It is a hub of culture and recreation. It is a place where art, nature, and community come together. As we float away, the image of this beautiful green sanctuary remains with us, a powerful symbol of the city's commitment to beauty and peace. Now let us turn our gaze and follow the gentle, winding path of a silver ribbon. This is the Suquía River, a lifeline that flows right through the heart of Córdoba. From our peaceful vantage point high above, the river does not rush or rage. Instead, it meanders calmly, its surface reflecting the vast blue sky. We can see how the city has grown around it, embracing its presence. Beautiful stone bridges, both old and new, arch gracefully over the water, connecting the northern and southern parts of the city. The riverbanks are lined with green spaces and walking paths, known as the Costanera, where people come to enjoy the tranquil scenery. As we float along its course, we can see the river's story unfold. In some areas, its banks are wide and natural, lined with weeping willows that dip their branches into the slow-moving current. In other sections, the river is contained by stone walls, a reminder of the city's efforts to live in harmony with its power. The Suquía has been central to Córdoba's existence since its founding. It provided the water needed for the first settlers and has shaped the city's development for centuries. From up here, we can truly appreciate its role not just as a geographical feature, but as a constant calming presence in the life of the city. Look down there, along the Costanera. We can see small groups of people enjoying the afternoon. Some are fishing, their lines cast patiently into the water. Others are simply sitting on the grassy banks, chatting with friends or reading a book. The river creates a natural corridor of peace that cuts through the urban environment. It offers a place for quiet contemplation, away from the noise and haste of the city center. The gentle lapping of the water, though we cannot hear it from up here, sets a slow and steady rhythm for this part of the city. It is a place where time itself seems to move a little more slowly. Our journey above the Suquía reveals the beautiful relationship between the urban and the natural. We see modern apartment buildings rising near its banks, their residents gifted with a view of this serene waterway. We see historic neighborhoods that have stood by the river for over a century. The river connects them all. It is a thread of nature that ties the city together, a source of life and a symbol of continuity. As we continue our flight, the image of the gently flowing river stays with us, a reminder of the peaceful, natural forces that continue to shape this vibrant metropolis. Let us now drift back towards the city's historic center, to a place where power and faith have stood side by side for centuries. We are floating above the Plaza San Martin, the main square. Below us, two magnificent structures dominate the view, the Córdoba Cathedral and the Cabildo, the old city hall. From our aerial perspective, they appear as grand, anchoring monuments of history. The square itself is a neat green rectangle, dotted with tall palm trees and intricate patterns of walkways. It is the city's original meeting place, and even from this height, we can feel its historical significance. This is where Córdoba's public life began. The Cathedral of Córdoba is a breathtaking sight from the sky. Its twin bell towers reach upwards, as if trying to greet us. We can see the intricate details of its domes and the beautiful Spanish colonial architecture. The building is a wonderful mix of styles, a result of its long construction period, which spanned over 200 years. Notice the soft, warm colors of the stone, glowing in the afternoon sun. It is not just a place of worship. It is a masterpiece of art and architecture, a symbol of the city's enduring faith. Imagine the thousands of prayers that have risen from this spot, floating up into the same sky we now occupy. Right next to the cathedral stands the elegant Cabildo. Its long, graceful arcade of white arches is immediately recognizable from above. This was the colonial seat of government, a place of law, order, and civic administration for centuries. Today, it serves as a city museum, preserving and sharing the rich history that unfolded within its walls. From our viewpoint, we can appreciate its strategic location on the main square, a clear statement of civic authority. The Cabildo and the cathedral together represent the two great powers of the colonial era, the government and the church, standing as eternal neighbors. As we hover peacefully, we can see people moving through the square below like tiny ants. They walk under the arches of the Cabildo, they sit on benches in the shade of the palms, and they gather on the steps of the cathedral. This square remains the true heart of the city, a place where history is not just displayed in museums, but is a part of the everyday landscape. The echoes of the past are all around, in the tolling of the cathedral bells, and in the ancient stones of the Cabildo. Our quiet journey above this historic place gives us a unique appreciation for its timeless beauty and importance. Now let our gentle flight path carry us southward from the historic center. The landscape below begins to change. The low-rise colonial buildings and terracotta roofs gradually give way to a different kind of architecture. We are now floating over Nueva Córdoba, the new Córdoba. This is the city's modern, vibrant and energetic neighborhood. From our sky-high vantage point, it looks like a forest of sleek, tall buildings reaching for the sun. The streets are wider here, laid out in a neat grid, and they are lined with trendy cafes, stylish boutiques, and bustling restaurants. This is where the city's contemporary pulse beats strongest. Observe the contrast with the old city center. Here, the architecture is a testament to Córdoba's growth and ambition in the 20th and 21st centuries. We can see buildings with glass facades that reflect the clouds, and balconies on every level where residents enjoy the view. Yet, even in this modern district, there is a sense of elegance and order. The tall buildings are interspersed with leafy streets and small plazas, maintaining a connection to the city's love of green spaces. Nueva Córdoba is not just a collection of concrete towers, it is a thoughtfully designed urban environment full of life and style. This neighborhood is especially popular with the city's younger population. It is located right next to the university, and its apartments are filled with students and young professionals. Even from up here, we can sense the youthful energy. We can see the rooftop pools of apartment buildings, sparkling like blue gems. We can see the outdoor seating areas of cafes filled with people, their animated conversations lost to the wind. This is a neighborhood that rarely sleeps, a place of social gatherings, artistic expression, and forward-thinking ideas. It represents the future of Córdoba, a city that respects its past while eagerly embracing the future. As we drift over this dynamic area, we pass a particularly beautiful building, the Palacio Ferreira. It is a stunning French-style mansion that now houses a fine arts museum, standing proudly amidst the modern towers. This juxtaposition is what makes Córdoba so special. The city does not tear down its history to make way for the new. Instead, it weaves the old and the new together into a rich and beautiful tapestry. Nueva Córdoba is a perfect example of this harmony, a place where historic elegance and modern energy coexist beautifully. It is a testament to a city that is constantly evolving, yet never forgets where it came from. Our journey now takes us to a place of immense importance, not just for Córdoba, but for all of Argentina. We are gliding over the main campus of the National University of Córdoba. Founded in 1613, it is the oldest university in the country and one of the oldest in the Americas. From our position in the sky, the campus spreads out below us like a small city dedicated to knowledge. We can see a mix of grand historic buildings and modern faculty complexes, all connected by green lawns and tree-lined pathways. This is the intellectual engine of the city, a place that has shaped minds for over 4 centuries. The university's presence is felt everywhere in Córdoba, which is often called La Docta, or the learned one, because of it. From up here, we can see the sheer scale of the institution. We can spot the different faculties, law, medicine, engineering, and the arts, each with its own distinct architectural style. The campus is a vibrant hub of activity. We can see students walking between classes, their backpacks full of books and dreams. We can see groups studying together on the grass, and others playing sports on the university's fields. The energy of learning and discovery is palpable, even from this great height. The university's history is deeply connected to the Jesuit block we saw earlier. It began there, in those historic halls, before expanding to its current location. This legacy gives the institution a profound sense of tradition and prestige. As we float above, we can imagine the generations of thinkers, leaders, and innovators who have walked these grounds. Nobel Prize winners, presidents, and celebrated artists have all been shaped by this university. It is a place that has not only educated individuals, but has also driven social and political change throughout the nation's history, most famously with the university reform of 1918. The spirit of La Docta is one of curiosity, debate, and youthful optimism. The university infuses Córdoba with a unique character, making it a city that feels both historic and perpetually young. As we continue our peaceful flight, we can see how the campus blends seamlessly into the surrounding neighborhoods. It is not a closed-off institution, but an open and integral part of the city's life. The pursuit of knowledge is woven into the very fabric of Córdoba, and from our serene perch in the sky, we can see the place where that noble pursuit is nurtured and celebrated every single day. As our aerial tour continues, let us lower our gaze to the smaller, more intimate spaces that make up the daily life of Córdoba. From above, we can see that the city is dotted with countless plazas, or public squares, and hidden patios, or courtyards. These are the city's outdoor living rooms, places where the community comes together to rest, socialize, and play. Each plaza has its own unique character. We can see the grand Plaza San Martín, the heart of the city, but also smaller neighborhood squares filled with playgrounds, benches, and shady trees. They are green jewels scattered throughout the urban landscape. The culture of the patio is central to the Córdoba's way of life. Many of the older houses, especially in neighborhoods like Güemes, were built in the traditional Spanish style, with rooms arranged around a central open-air courtyard. From our vantage point, these patios are hidden gems, secret gardens concealed behind modest street-front facades. We can catch glimpses of them, squares of green with potted plants, fountains, and colorful tiles. These are private sanctuaries of peace and quiet, where families gather to share meals, drink mate, and escape the heat of the day. They are a beautiful and intimate part of the city's soul. Look there in the trendy Güemes neighborhood. We can see the famous Paseo de las Artes, a market that fills the streets and plazas on weekends. Even on a weekday, the area is alive. The old workshops and houses have been transformed into art galleries, antique shops, and bohemian cafes. Many of these cafes have opened up their traditional patios to the public. We can see people sitting at tables under the shade of orange trees, enjoying coffee and conversation. This is where the city's creative and social life flourishes, blending history with a modern, relaxed vibe. From our calm perch in the sky, we can appreciate how these open spaces define the city's rhythm. Life in Córdoba is not lived entirely indoors. It spills out into the streets, the plazas, and the patios. It is a culture of connection, of sharing public space, and of enjoying the simple pleasures of being together. Whether it is children playing by a fountain, friends sharing mate on a park bench, or a family enjoying a quiet evening in their private patio, these moments are the true heartbeat of the city. As we float on, we carry with us the image of a city that knows how to live well, embracing the beauty of its open spaces. The day is now drawing to a gentle close. The sun, a great golden orb, begins its slow descent towards the western horizon. It is sinking behind the beautiful silhouette of the Sierras Chicas. From our privileged position in the sky, we have the perfect view of this magical daily event. The light transforms, bathing the entire city of Córdoba in a soft, warm, golden glow. The sharp edges of buildings soften, and the streets below look like rivers of liquid gold. The sky itself becomes a masterpiece of color, with streaks of orange, pink, and purple painting the clouds. As the sun dips lower, the shadows grow long, stretching across the city like gentle fingers. The parks and plazas take on a final, peaceful radiance. The surface of the Suquía River becomes a molten gold mirror, reflecting the spectacular colors of the sky. The sounds of the city, already distant from our height, seem to fade even more, replaced by a profound sense of peace and stillness. It is a moment of pure magic, a time when the entire city seems to pause and take a collective breath. From up here, suspended between the earth and the heavens, we are witnesses to a truly sublime farewell to the day. Below us, the first lights of the evening begin to twinkle on. Street lights and the windows of homes and offices start to appear, creating a new and beautiful pattern against the deepening twilight. The city is transforming from its daytime self into its nighttime persona. The grid of streets becomes a glittering web of light, and the tall buildings of Nueva Córdoba stand like beacons against the darkening sky. It is a slow, graceful transition, and we are here to watch it all unfold from our serene and silent viewpoint. The gentle music that has accompanied our journey seems to swell slightly, a perfect soundtrack for this beautiful finale. Our incredible flight over Córdoba is coming to an end. We have seen its historic heart and its modern pulse. We have soared over its green parks and followed its winding river. We have witnessed its vibrant student life and its quiet, intimate moments. As we slowly begin our descent, we carry with us a deep sense of a city that is both grand and gentle, historic and full of life. The peace and wonder of this journey will stay with us long after our feet touch the ground. Córdoba has shared its beauty with us, and we leave with a feeling of connection to this remarkable place, forever remembering our flight through its golden, tranquil skies.